Acha nikuje na diesel. Shika hii.
My name is Lily Koech, working with InformAction. We have a bitumen plant which is situated along Bomet highway. Our team decided to visit the site, and on arriving at the gate of the bitumen plant, before being given the entry, we had a loud blast. And this loud blast, as we were still wondering what really happens, we saw one of the workers being rushed to the hospital, and we decided to follow them to the hospital. And we were able to meet the hospital superintendent, of which he allowed us to meet with the patient, but the patient was not able to speak to us because he was still being assisted, and his face was burnt beyond recognition.
This morning, at around 10, we received a patient, a male, 35-year-old male, who was brought in with superficial burns. He was brought in with having one of the machines there exploded on his face, and he sustained superficial burns to his face and a few on the hand. As we speak now, he's undergoing treatment. He is now stable, able to talk, so he's being admitted for observation overnight. Otherwise, he's stable as for now.
Wakati jambo ama factory ikisetiwa kwa mahali, iwe lazima imepitia kwa NEMA, imepitia kwa watu ambao wako hapo ili wapeane kitu inaitwa nini, public participation, kwa sababu sasa imeathiri maisha ya watu wengine hapa kwa sababu ya hiyo harufu. Hiyo kitu ingekuchukuliwa kwa mahali ambapo hakuna watu wengi.
This bitumen plant was initiated in the year 2021 in the month of June, and during that time the community were complained, and they said they were never involved during the initial stage of the bitumen plant. This bitumen plant was initiated for the purpose of constructing a road, that is creating of that road that is along Kaplong and Bomet road.
Huwa tumelalamika mpaka saa hii. Na hata ukiona hata moshi saa zile wakianza kuchoma hizo vitu zao, utaona hii town ni moshi tu. Na ni moshi nyeusi, hata ukiona utaamini. Hata ukienda kwa ile mashawa ya maji ya damu, utaona tu maji imekuwa ni kama imechanganywa na oil. Kila pahali. Hapa Kamureit akaliki, na tukiambia hawa wanatuambia hakuna pahali mtatupeleka. NEMA tumewalipa. Tuko NEMA kwa mfuko. Nyinyi mtateta tu na kazi inaendelea. Sasa tunashindwa hii Kenya tuko ni Kenya ile yetu ama Kenya ingine.
NEMA came in and they assured us that they're going to do something concerning that thing. Up to date, nothing has been done.
Yes.
Now, the other time also, we had an issue of sacking our locals, especially those that are working inside the construction plant. We had a very a table discussion with them over the same issue, and they assured us that they're going to give us the 70% portion that is required by Kenya. But up to date, our people are not considered. You see the young men here, all of them were sacked.
Watu wenye wanafanya kazi kwa hiyo kampuni kuna nepotism, they are very tribalist. Watu wenye wanafanya kazi kwa kampuni hawana insurance, hakuna hatua yoyote ambayo amechukuliwa.
Nini kampuni gani?
Jina kampuni.
Jina. Alafu before uende, kama unapatia any order msimamishe kampuni. Nani? NEMA.
I think an offense has been committed by the company because it has failed to comply with the license conditions. And yesterday, I think we visited the site, as I said, with the police, and the management was not there. We found only the workers. So we have notified the management to appear in this office, but they were to come at 10. You have seen they have not come. They were also to go and record a statement in the DCIS office because of those injuries and all that. I've talked to the DCIO, they have not yet gone there. But if they don't come, that will not deter us from doing the right thing. We have to protect the human life and the environment. I think as NEMA will take enforcement action, and even in the be prosecution, because the company is not an exception from the others. If the others are following the right thing, we want also them to follow the right thing.
Bitumen is made of hydrocarbons and other compounds, and it's used mostly in making of roads and preserving timber here in Kenya. During its production, it undergoes high temperatures. In the end, it emits fumes into the atmosphere. It doesn't affect anyone. But if it's produced while harmful, it causes several effects to both environment and human beings health-wise. The health effects to human beings: throat irritation, eye irritation, coughing, and skin rashes.
ACC herself came the other day addressing that issue, telling those people that they need to give their employees protective gears. But none of them has protective gear up to date.
For the people working around this production company, they need to be wearing protective personal equipment, including goggles, thermal insulated aprons, and even face mask. This bitumen again is highly flammable, therefore they need to ensure that there is fire extinguishers around every area in the production plant, and the staff working at this production plant should be well trained on the use of fire extinguishers.
Tunaomba serikali kama anasikia mimi saa hii wakuje waangalie, hata kuna maji hapa, watu wamecheka, kuna maji ya kukunywa. Sasa tutafanya nini wananchi?
The Constitution of Kenya 2010 Part 2 Clause 3 also mandate the county government to control air pollution, noise pollution and other public nuisance. Kenya mandates on social responsibility and sustainable management of the environment has been seriously breached. The authority shall take all necessary measures to protect and or minimize impacts on environment. There were no public participation done when setting up the site, which according to the standard requirement. It should be amidst some distance away from human habitation. That the said construction site has no certificate from NEMA.
In future, if there is any other plan to be started, like the same bitumen plan, there should be involvement of the people who are likely to be affected, those who live around the area, not people living 30 kilometers, 27 kilometers, because at the end of the day, they are not affected by the same bitumen plan. When they are making the impact assessment, they are supposed to assess the extent at which the people will be affected and what is around that area. I recommend that the management should always protect their employees, and in case of any accident, they are supposed to ensure that they compensate, they also meet their medical bills, so that at least the people will also acknowledge that there is the labor laws.